shows on here every day of the week. We've got something going on every morning, Monday through Saturday. Lenny, the legend himself, 9 a.m. for a good long hour, Lenny's Daily Podcast. We got Arnie popping in all over the place, Lou and Cha-Cha. We saw some great baseball minds. George is on here. Joel is on here. Cam is on here. We got JJ Sports Talk 4 days a week, Tuesday through Friday at 2 o'clock. Money One is twice as nice with Cam, a nice Vegas betting program every weekday at 5:30. All kinds of great stuff. Mets 360 with Brian Jora coming up with us after, and then the Fantasy Fans Sportscast with Easy and Alan after that at 10 o'clock to round out Wednesday night. Speaking of that, you've been on the Round the Table with Easy on Tuesday nights, have you not, Chris?
No, I have not.
No? Oh, no, you got on with Doug Boyle, didn't you? So, yeah, you got to join in on the Round the Table sometime. It's an open Google Hangout chat that you just tell Easy you want to come in. It's like 10:30 to midnight Tuesday nights, and it's highly entertaining. I definitely recommend it for you. I think you would enjoy it.
Maybe so. I had something to say, but I lost. Oh, so you're going to Vegas. Are you coming back on Monday? Is that your last day there?
I am. I'm coming back Monday. Yes, sir.
You know, the irony was my plan was to leave for Vegas either Monday night or Tuesday. I was supposed to be there for several days next week. So I never let my work know that I wasn't going there. I kind of did, sort of, but they gave me the days off. So I have next week. I have Tuesday through Sunday, maybe Monday off. So I'm going to be, I'll be available on Wednesday. I'll be available on Tuesday. But I think I'm going to get some craft beer. I'm going to head down to Cycle. They've got some nice bottles, and I'm gonna drink a couple days away, along with a couple other things that I've got brewing here in the old cauldron.
I love it. I think maybe we should get on and do a couple of random shows to fill in some slots this week.
Maybe. Who knows how intoxicated I'm going to be? I was drinking some box
even better,
wine
my friend.
The other night I was drinking some box wine. I know that's no surprise to anybody that knows me. Knows that
not at all.
I drink my box wine.
Instead of the hangover show, we can do the drunken DFS show with John and Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the thing: is I thought it was pointing in my glass. It was not. It was pointing to the side, towards the entirety of the kitchen, and it was the end of the bag, so it wasn't that bad. But it was all over the floor. I cleaned it up. I woke up in the morning and I was like, I did a very bad job of cleaning up. Mind you, it was red wine, and my kitchen is all white. So that was the other night. That wasn't the night that I missed the beer glass with the IPA I was drinking and poured that all over my lap. So been a little bit of a mess. But that's every day. I just don't share that with it.
So are you going to PayPal me over some funds to put a couple of sports bets down for you at the sports book?
No, I will not. A, I have no funds, and B, this isn't 10 years ago. You can place bets in a lot of places.
That's true.
My buddy had ran up. He ran up something through the finals, and he was betting both the NBA and NHL finals, and I think he had a streak where he hit the first two games, and every game the under something. I mean, he basically took 100, and he was up to 1,700 today. And the total degenerate that he is, he started betting on soccer. This dude's never watched soccer except for maybe his 3-year-old play soccer. And I get a text from him earlier. He says, Ronaldinho cost me, or Ronaldo, not Ronaldinho. Ronaldo cost me 1,600. Why are you betting over-unders in soccer? Like, I don't know. I don't know if he's listening, but his name's Chris as well. Not too long ago, he had a complete system he explained to me on betting over-under quarters on European basketball.
Nice.
Mind you, dude's never watched European basketball, I don't think, in his life. But he made a ton of money doing it. He got really good, and then he lost all of it betting low-circuit tennis that you can't find even any stream of. He was just betting it. So, super degenerate, dude.
Are you still watching the basketball finals?
A little bit, man. I mean, here's the thing. Like,
we got Game 3 tonight at 9 o'clock, right when the show's over. We can go right into watching basketball.
Yeah, look, I'm not. I'm one of the weird people out there. Like, I like the regular season better when the playoffs come for basketball, for hockey, and for baseball. I kind of stop watching a little bit unless I'm like attracted to the teams, and I'm just not attracted to this matchup. I watched when LeBron's there because I'm a LeBron fan. But if it gets to a game 5, yeah, and it will. I mean, obviously it will. But if it's 2-2 at Game 5, maybe I'll watch Game 5, and then I'll definitely watch a Game 7. But I haven't watched any of the Stanley Cup. If that gets to a Game 7, I'll watch it. It's just I don't have this huge invested interest one way or the other. Like Game 1, I was interested because I had some $1 million tickets, and Pascal Siakam was the only guy that I faded out of my player pool, which just kind of destroyed my team that day. And I was pretty much right on the second game. So you'd think I'd put some money on it, but I'm not. I'm not feeding into this single game rake garbage. I only play the showdowns because you like them. I play them for you. I just want you to know that I'm pointing at you right now. I'm pointing north in my room. I'm pointing at you directly.
I'm glad.
I feel good about it. I don't like playing it. I feel bad because I'm just paying some rake. But hey, just other story. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see that? I think a fantasy draft is eliminating their rake. And instead, for a month, you buy in at a membership level. So you're basically paying your rake up front, but at a lower level. Have you seen this?
No, I have not been playing on Draft. So.
No, not Draft. Fantasy Draft.
Fantasy Draft. I haven't been playing on that either.
So I think you'd like Fantasy Draft. They've always had rake-free head-to-heads, and they don't have like the big prize pools. They're a little bit different. So, like for baseball, you pick like 3 infielders. It doesn't matter, what spot, but it's 3 infielders, 3 outfielders, 2 pitchers, and then 2 utility players, which is anything. Their pricing is basically DraftKings times 2. So, where you're looking for a 120 score in DraftKings, you're still looking for a 120 score here. It's just basically it's just a little bit different the way that the pricing, but for DraftKings, it's just basically DraftKings times 2. All of the sports that they play are very interesting, and their tournaments are a little bit smaller. I think you'd actually like it. I don't know if you'd like this specifically, but I thought
I have an account there.
Well, yeah, I took some pictures of myself the other day. I took some selfies that I had no idea that I did. It was that red wine night. I saw them on my phone today when I was looking through my pictures. I was like, wow. I mean, I look intoxicated.
I've never deposited, and I've never played a game, but I'm there.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's a place, if anybody's listening, look into it, because there's certain levels, and I think you have limits that you can play. So you can't abuse that rake structure, but I think it's significantly less than, your typical rake structure of the 15, 16% that you see a lot of times on DraftKings or FanDuel. I think you're looking at like a 5 to 10%, but you're prepaying it. So you do have to pay or play enough to get it back. So it's interesting. It's kind of like, I don't know, it makes you feel good. It's kind of like going to Costco. Like, hey, I'm paying to be here, but when I leave, I can just get my membership refunded if I really wanted to.
I'm trying to see any kind of literature on this, but I don't see it.
So I'll try and find it and send it to you, but I know I saw it the other day. I used to play on Fantasy Draft a lot, like last year, before DraftKings just went bonkers and raised my limits. I had a limit last year on this time where I could only deposit to $2,000 in a given month. Now, when I go to deposit, they're like, "Do you want to deposit $2,000?" It's like, no, that's quite all right. That's not like my base recommended. That shouldn't be what it is. I just want to put $50 in. Like, I don't want to put $2,000 in. But if I slip and I hit the wrong thing, it automatically deposits $2,000. That's not good. But so I played there for a while, and they're smaller tournaments, so you have a better chance of winning because you're looking at 500, 1,000, 2,000. I think actually the fun thing about it is Fangraphs in their Roto write up. They have a tournament there quite frequently as well. So it's fun for NFL too. I mean, it's just another place that you can play a little bit different structure, but it's very similar to DraftKings because it's PPR. The scoring's almost exactly the same, and the pricing is just like 2 times. You just have to find a couple of the inaccuracies and exploit those.
All right, back to basketball. I was curious. Are the Raptors going to hang in this, or is it smoke and mirrors?
It really depends on who's going to play. I mean, if Klay Thompson's not going to play, if Kevin Durant doesn't play, I think that the Raptors have a real opportunity of winning this. For me, the way that I'm looking at it, if I'm Kevin Durant, and I'm not, but if I was, just I wanted to put that out there that I wasn't. But if I was, I'd almost want this to go, like, I'd want them to lose the next 2 games, and I'm not playing in them, right? So they go down 3-1, and then I'm Kevin Durant, and I make my return. We're down 3-1, and I come, and I lead us back to the championship, and we win in 7 games. Or, whatever the case is, because that almost validates it. Like, because, I don't consider him the champion the last couple of years. I honestly, even if he comes back and does that, I wouldn't, especially if Klay is out. I think a fully healthy Golden State team minus Kevin Durant still has an opportunity to beat the Raptors. But I don't buy into a lot of the Raptors' talent. Kyle Lowry's not that great. But we'll see. I mean, they're banged up, and that's been one of the things that has been in the not the Raptors, but the Warriors' favor throughout this entire run is they've stayed healthy, and the teams that they have played have been banged up. Whether it's Chris Paul, James Harden, Blake Griffin, everybody on the entire roster of the Cavs that one year, they've always been the healthy team, and that's kind of what you need. You can't control injuries. Jordan wasn't injured. Pippen wasn't injured. The guys on the Bulls were never injured throughout that run, and that's just a stroke of luck that they kind of had. And this Warriors team, let's see the adversity. Can they get through it? Can Steph win his MVP, or is Kevin Durant going to have to come and save him?
Yeah, it's. I'll probably watch a little bit of it while I'm goofing off in Vegas. So let's see what happens. See what happens tonight.
Where are you staying in Vegas?
My lovely wife has some work that she's doing. She works for the University of Michigan in their architecture and urban planning school. She is one of their conference events and exhibition directors. And they are doing an event out at what they call the Neon Light Graveyard, or Neon Sign Graveyard, which is basically a museum of old marquees kind of artfully displayed out in the middle of the desert. And
I know what you're.
Yeah, so it's been in a lot of movies and TV shows, and I think it's in the opening scene of American Gods, isn't it? I think. But anyways, she gets to go out there, so her ticket is free in the first hotel night. Well, free, you know what I mean? Free to us. So
right.
And then
right.
So what's really nice is so she books all the travel and arranges all of that for all the speakers that come to U of M for her particular school. And so they have a thing called the short code, which is kind of like a direct deposit that you register for as a business so that U of M can do like a direct payment to you. So everything is preferred that way. But when it's not, when there's not a short code available, she's allowed to just book whatever makes the most sense, right? So she uses Hotels.com and several other various sites to find the best rooms at the best prices for her people. And when it turns out to be Hotels.com, well, damn it, we use our own Hotels.com thing. So she had 2 free nights saved up for that in rewards. So we're staying at the MGM Grand for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then she had another night saved up at like $370 value. So for like a month and a half, I just kept looking through Hotels.com for their best deals. And a mini king suite with a strip side view out the balcony window at the Waldorf Astoria opened up a normally priced $900+ room down to $365.
Wow. I mean, like, I'm glad the payoff was good because it did take you a while to get to that destination. We were walking down like